Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk about the difference between Marvel and DC, and at least what the difference is meant to me. Um, yeah, I wanted to start with the comics, because the movies is a whole other story. But um, I'm gonna cover both. So like you've got the comics, and I must be honest, I do not have a lot of Marvel Comics experience. So, like, I haven't read too much. So, I might be not correct on this. But for me, the main difference was also with the movies, though, how they treated certain uh, subjects. I have the feeling DC is more for adults. I always had the feeling Marvel is just trying to be like, oh, but it's for kids, which is great, I guess, that the kids can also read it, but uh, it's just it's either made for kids or it's not. If you understand what I mean, you know, if you're going for a kids audience, then it's just gonna be different for adults. At least it was for me. So I've always enjoyed reading DC better, but about the movies, because my channel is mainly about movies, so we're gonna keep it on the movies mostly. I've seen all of the Marvel movies, like from the MCU at least. I think. Uh, I don't know which one came out recently. Was that the Marvels? I don't know. I don't think so. I think another one. It doesn't matter. Uh, they've gotten worse. If you haven't noticed, I mean, there's probably people out there who love them. I had a hard time watching the Marvels. I uh, I didn't it didn't really feel like Marvel. Just like Eternals, and I'm not saying Eternals was a bad movie, because I think if Eternals was a standalone movie, like not connected to the MCU, I think it would have been better and better received by people, of course. But I don't know, Marvel has changed. The magical feeling that Marvel gave with every movie, that's gone. I remember watching Civil War, and wow, I really loved the movie. I'm sorry about the light again, but I was watching Civil War years ago, and I was just blown away. I really loved the movie. I liked how they made it a dilemma for Captain America, and well, for Iron Man also. There was a lot of character development, and uh, it's hard watching awesome characters have to go against each other, and that made the movie so great. And the story was also awesome, you know, and with Bucky and all. And I mean, it was great. I really loved it. And now we're getting these movies. I feel like, well, sometimes they feel a bit AI generated, but that's I don't know if they use AI, but that's not what this video is about anyway. So, but it just feels like the effort's gone to make a good story. And uh well, if you haven't noticed, it also feels like there's just certain subjects they want to cover, but instead of doing it in the good movie way, they just shove it down your throat, you know? You have to see this, you have to accept this, or you have to think like this about something. Show me. Don't tell me what I should believe or what I should think about something. Show me why it's good or show me why it's bad, you know? And well, I think Marvel has really lost its touch, especially after Stan Lee passed away. I think it's just I've heard that No Way Home, the Spider-Man No Way Home, that it's worse every time you rewatch it. I have only seen it twice. The last time I've seen it was like a year ago, I think. So I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed No Way Home, also because probably it's not Disney that's in control, but Sony. Uh, but maybe I should rewatch it and give my opinion about that. Doesn't matter though. So yeah, I've liked DC better because well, with the movies, it's just darker. It's just I must say the older DC movies, I would pick the older Marvel movies over the older DCU movies. Um, but I definitely pick the older DCU movies over the Marvel movies after Endgame. Uh, I've always, like I said, DC is daring to cover more sensitive subjects, and I think that's like um a really good thing to talk about stuff that nobody's really talking about, and then of course in a way that's showing it. It's not telling me what I should think about the situation, and I I really like that. Also with the where Marvel's going the wrong way. I mean, I I didn't hate Thunderbolts. I like Thunderbolts, but it's like a single movie, and then the rest is ass. But I don't know. Maybe they'll turn around too. Because DC now released Superman, and wow, I really loved Superman. It's I must say it is different from the Superman most people used to grow up with. So I know someone who's grown up with like oh, I forgot his name, Christopher something, like the first Superman where he was a really strong guy. I heard, I haven't seen the movies, but I heard he could take on three kryptonites himself. And spoilers ahead. Um, but in the new Superman movie, he's cloned, of course. Ultraman is his clone, and he does have a hard time beating Ultraman. So I understand for like people who grew up with the old Superman that it's not really their Superman. He did say it wasn't a bad movie, so I really loved the way they were like positioning Superman. He's a good guy. He wants to help. Like in the scene with Lois where he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about the light, guys." Um, but in the scene with Lois, the interview scene where he's like, "People were going to die." It shows how much he cares, and that's well, it's a bit different from what Marvel's been releasing. I don't know if you've noticed, but in I mean, I haven't watched the series. Yeah, I've watched reviews of the series Ironheart because I couldn't get myself to watch that. But I heard she, or no, it was in Black Panther 2, where she, I don't know, she drops something on the cops, just not caring about their lives at all. What kind of superhero does that? And in Superman, it just really shows how human he is. He wants to help. He wants to be there for the people. He wants to show them he's well, he is an alien, but he wants to show them he's more. That he belongs there. That he can live among them. And it's just really great. It shows the struggles he has and how he develops into this character and the the support from his parents and from Lois and his friends. It just it's a great movie. What I also really liked about Superman, which well, I mean Marvel does it, but a lot of other movies do it too. Which Superman succeeded in not doing. Eh, they well, I said that wrong. Superman did it while other movies have a hard time doing it. Superman as the side characters be actual people. What I mean by that is like, how do you explain it? In a movie, it's of course it costs money to have people have lines. So I know that sometimes they rather be like, yeah, so you're not having any lines, so we can save some money for something else. So some people seem like they have no personality. They are just there to be there to fill up the scene, you know? Superman doesn't do that. In Superman, every side character is a person themselves. I really liked how they did that. It made the movie feel so much more alive. That's something I really really loved. I need to see that more. Like, I know it might cost extra to have more people have lines, but if it's in the end for a better movie, why not do it? Because this movie felt different. So, but that's that's the thing about Superman. So, also they've released, I think in 23, the Batman. Wow, I really loved the Batman. That was a great movie. And like, I know they have their like little universe. I believe they stopped now. The DCU. What was the last movie? Black Adam or Aquaman? I don't know. Aquaman 2 then, I mean. I don't know, I believe they've stopped now and they're just rebooting it with starting off with Superman. And this is going a really great way. I've also heard they're releasing the Batman 2. I don't know when, but I guess next year. I'm really excited for that. Like the Batman, that just shows a superhero movie doesn't have to be awesome. What I mean by that is like Batman is a sad character. He is not all happy. He's he's troubled and he struggles a lot. And I'm just really glad they could capture that. Like, and with the colors they use, it's a really gray movie, and it's exactly what it's supposed to be because it's Batman. It doesn't have to be joyful. It doesn't have to be happy to be a good superhero movie. And that's the thing Marvel gets wrong, at least for me, um, is that it has to be joyous. Children have to be able to watch it. Um, it's still adults being superheroes. They're beating each other up. They're fighting. They have their problems. It's not just a kid playing with his toys. It's more than that. It's people with actual stories, actual struggles, and DC is able to capture that so much better than Marvel. Because Marvel is like, yeah, but we have to keep it PG-13. I'm so happy DC doesn't do that. I'm so happy that there's still movies out there, studios out there that let us enjoy it too, you know? Because when watching Marvel, eventually I started feeling like I was watching movies made for kids. And it just got so boring, so happy ending all the time, and yeah, it just it didn't interest me anymore. So I'm happy DC is doing this, and I really can't wait for what they're releasing later on. But for now, it's just that's what I wanted to say, you know, because there's a big difference, and people have always like I'm not I am comparing right now, but I'm not saying DC is better or Marvel is better. I do not support the, oh, this is better, that's better. They both have their own things. I mean, their heroes are very different. Yeah, I know some are based off each other, but you know what I mean. So I just wanted to make a comparison for what it means to me. I've always been more of a DC fan, so that might also have a role in my opinion. But yeah, this is it for me. I mean, don't take everything I say too seriously. Please have your own opinion about this. I just wanted to put mine out here. Um, so I hope there will be more DC movies soon because I'm really enjoying them. I don't even know what Marvel's doing right now. I've let it go. It's unfortunate because I really enjoyed Marvel and I know a lot of people who did also. It's unfortunate and I'm happy DC isn't taken over by Disney and I hope that never happens. But thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.